Oh my gosh, winning the Stevie Award is just really fabulous because 18 years ago I left the corporate world to start out on my own, and I wanted to do coaching. And people ask me, do you think you can make a living doing that? So being here today and receiving the Stevie Award for Executive Coaching and Coach of the Year is really fabulous. That's a common question. A lot of people say, why do I need an executive coach? And so my usual first question is to say, what makes you think you need one? The next question I usually ask them is, what keeps you awake at night? What keeps you awake at night? Because that's what's going to be revealing. And usually there's something going on that they can't talk about with their family, especially if it's a family-owned business. Or they can't talk about it with their employees because everybody has a vested interest in what that person is doing. All their decisions, somebody's got a vested interest in it. So they don't have an independent source that they can talk to. Somebody who doesn't have any skin in the game. Somebody who can be objective and who is not afraid to tell them that the emperor is not wearing any clothes. That's what an executive coach can do, is like really hold up the mirror as to what's working and what's not working. You know, one of the questions that a lot of people ask me is, how do I choose an executive coach? And that's a great question because I always encourage people to talk to more than one person, because you want to make sure that you've got a good fit, that you have trust, and that you can count on that person to be confidential, that they also have some experience that makes a difference, that you trust their perspective and their background. They know what they're doing. I think what I bring to the table for most of my clients is the fact that I have a strong corporate background. I was the VP of HR for some very large companies. I was also the head of HR in starting up and doing a startup that had maybe 200 employees. So I know that perspective. I've also been coaching a lot of small to mid-sized businesses during that growth period. What most people don't know is that while my career was in human resources, my degree was in marketing. So on the business side, not only have I had the corporate experience and understand the politics that go along with that, but also having been an entrepreneur and not only being an entrepreneur myself, but coaching other entrepreneurial businesses and knowing what the stages of growth are and the pitfalls that come with that. Well, I think the whole idea of coaching has been elevated. People understand the value of the coach, and what the coach can provide is about raising the bar on all performance, and particularly for women, we're raising the bar, and having the Stevie Award is going to make a huge difference for raising the bar for all people in all organizations. People hire me because they know that something's off, and they can't put their finger on it. They want a fresh perspective, and that's what I provide. The coaching process is really about altering outcomes slowly, consistently, gradually, and the client always has ownership of the process. A lot of people hang their shingle out and say that they're an executive coach, and the reality is they've never been an executive. I've been there. I've been in your shoes. I get what it takes to be a leader in an organization. That's why I specialize in working with leaders in organizations, because I understand your world. In all the years that I've been coaching, there's one thing that's been consistent. And people say, I have hope. And I love that, because I know that when they have hope, they have more peace of mind. And I know that when they leave, they have a fresh perspective that is going to help them take action towards what they want.